Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, I'm going to be ranking every single brand new, Series 2 Domination card. All of these cards from worst to best here in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. I'm going to go through and talk about each of these cards again, ranking them again, like I said, from worst all the way up to the best. So it definitely gives y'all a good picture of which ones y'all should be grinding for, whether or not y'all should be grinding this domination, and which cards you should be considering using and adding to your lineup from today's drop. But before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 25,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day. Tons of consistent daily MyTEAM content. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Starting off with number 9, the worst card for today's drop, in my opinion, is Josh Hart, a 6'4" shooting guard. Yes, he's capable athletically. Yes, he's a very good shooter. Yes, he's got decent playmaking badges and very good defense. All the way around, he's a solid looking card. But 6'4" shooting guard, number 1, is too small. Number 2, his SIGs, pro dribble style is nice. His behind the back might be decent. Everything else doesn't look too great. And his release is admittedly not all that great either. So he's an undersized shooting guard without a great release, without top tier movement. That's just not really a top tier card. A few different flaws. Do I think he's awful? No, but I do think he's probably the worst of today's cards. And honestly, I think he and Colin Sexton, who I have at number 8, are the only two of these cards that I would actually say are like quote-unquote bad cards. Everybody else I think is at least decent from today's drop. Sexton would be good too, but he's just so small at only 6'2". Admittedly, does not have great finishing badges either. I mean, he's got some Hoffs, but he only has gold posterizer, precision dunker, no bulldozer at all. Shooting badges are incredible, as are the playmaking, and defensively, a bunch of good gold badges, but it's all gold. Not ideal there. Does have a movable enforcer on gold though, which is really nice. Low interior, but pretty good perimeter ability. Very fast, good shooter, and a capable slasher as well. Release on him generally is pretty good, but on normal, it's probably not super fast. SIGs look meh. They don't look too top tier at all. KD escape isn't extraordinary. Carry behind the back isn't great. Neither is Kawhi's drag back. Lillard dribble style also not incredible. So, in my opinion, not that great of a card. I'll be honest. I don't know how good either Hart or Sexton are, but they're the two that I think are definitely the two worst. Number 7 is Nurk, but I do think Nurkic is a nice little step up because he's a really versatile card. In fact, I think maybe putting him 7 might be a little low. He might be number 6. But either way, he's definitely the start of the good ones. 7 foot, 7'2" wingspan, hot spots in 3 out of 5 spots outside the 3-point line. 17 Hoffs at the big man spot as well. Bunch of finishing and a bunch of interior defense. Yes, he needs badges. He doesn't have a good amount of important badges. At least he's got gold limitless blinders, Huff catching corner as a base card, great finishing badges, but it'd be nice to have Agent 3. It'd be nice to have handles for days, speed booster, unpluckable. It'd be nice to have clamps, challenger, glove, pick dodger. For me, you got to pick between a few of those badges, and because you could only add like 3 to 5 badges on him. I would recommend adding badges at the same time. If you do get this Nurkic card, I think adding a couple defensive badges, maybe a speed booster, and maybe somewhat of the honestly, the shooting badges are probably fine, but I think if you add a couple badges to Nurk, it will help him. At the same time, I really do like the card. I think he's a great interior, big on both ends of the court. His release is not awful. His SIGs are certainly not great or anything like that, but that's not a huge deal. It's really the main reason I think adding playmaking badges is kind of pointless, though. So probably go more defense and then maybe some shooting. Maybe you add a speed booster or something like that at the end. But he's a good card. I mean, he is. He's got decent speed. He's a capable shooter. He's a good interior finisher. Really, really good finisher. And defensively, he's versatile and good too. Like, he's not a bad card at all. Could use a little bit of improvement, but definitely not a bad option. Number 6, gonna go with Dean Wade. Another pretty good option, honestly. 6'9", 7-foot wingspan. 90 speed, 94 3-ball, 90 driving dunk. Defensively, it's all 80s, but it's not awful. Finishing badges include fast twitch post stars, precision dunker, which is really good. Shooting badges are next level. Playmaking badges, not amazing. Doesn't have handles for days at all. Cuff blow by, gold speed booster, unpluckable. Could definitely use handles for days added. Besides that, though, I mean, defensive badges also aren't extraordinary, but he's got a good amount of rebounding ability at least. He has gold anchor, clamps, glove, interceptor, fast speed, pick dodge, post lockdown, all that type of stuff. So honestly, not bad. Release is also on quick on him, which is nice. His SIGs don't look great. CP escape is good, but the rest of him I don't think are very good. So that's something to definitely keep in mind. But I think with a release on quick and pretty great shooting ability, pretty good amount of versatility as well. Great athletic ability, versatile defense, and not bad playmaking. Like, you have a pretty good all-around card with Dean Wade. I think he's a good option as well. Number 5. I think Galaxy Opal Tyrese Maxey comes in at number 5. This card was 6'5". He'd be a lot higher on this list, but at 6'2", that is really, really small. Hotspots from everywhere, yes. 26 Hall of Fame badges include a ton of finishing, Agent 3 blinders, limitless, bunch of playmaking, as well as a 94 feet anchor, clamps, glove, right stick gripper. Good looking card all the way around. Really great defensively, better than you would think on a Tyrese Maxey, especially the Hoff anchor. Defensive stats are really, really good. 95 driving dunk, 98 3 ball, 98 speed, excel, and speed with ball as well. This is a great card in a ton of ways. He also has his release on very quick, Pro 2 fade, Kyrie dribble style, D-Rose size up, Kemba escape, Pro behind the back, probably very good behind the back there as well. Like, this card is really, really good in a ton of different ways. But he's really small. And also, even with the release on very quick, it's a fast release, yes, but I also think it's kind of hitchy and ugly. So, in my opinion, as a smaller point guard without the best release, it's just really hard to put him super duper high on this list. But he is top 5, and I think he is a very good small PG. Great Opal option. Number 4, Denny Avdia. 6'9" at the PG spot. I understand he doesn't have near the completeness badge-wise that Tyrese Maxey does. Only gold defensive badges besides box out, beast, chase down, and rebound chaser. Half blow by and triple strike. Bunch of good gold playmaking badges. Does need speed booster added, yes, as well as probably Agent 3. But his shooting badges are great outside of missing Agent 3. Finishing badges look pretty darn good as well. 86 speed and excel isn't insane, but 85 driving dunk, 93 ball. Defensively, very solid. Admittedly, the stats don't jump off the page. He was being extraordinary, but that type of size and versatility at 6'9" certainly does. Sigs-wise, normal dribble style isn't great. The rest of his sigs admittedly aren't great either. So that is something you're going to have to keep in mind with this card. He is not at all a primary ball handler, but his defensive versatility, size, and switchability makes him a very, very good all-around point guard option for a lot of people, despite not having unbelievable stats or badges. I think he's going to be really good. And then obviously the extra Hoff shooting badges and stuff are a nice little cherry on top to allow him to be a really good spot-up option off of the ball. Top 3 cards from today's drop. I think number 3 is this Braun. I really do. I don't think he's that insane. I think he's good. 6'9", 7 foot wingspan, ton of finishing badges, good all-around shooting, playmaking, and defensive badges as well. Very complete, good-looking card. Comes with most key badges and stuff, which is nice. He's got the golden movable enforcer. He's got pretty close to every single important badge. Defensive stats are great. 97 driving dunk, 89 3 ball, 96 speed, excel, speed with ball. Like a great looking all-around card, but the animations could definitely be better. I mean, Braun dribble style instead of the Kobe dribble style they put on his new card, his Galaxy Opal All-Star card, I should say. Braun escape instead of the Trey escape they gave that card. His release is only on normal instead of on very quick, which is the way the other one was. Does still have Pro 2 fade though. And I mean, it's still LeBron. It's still going to be a dominant, versatile defender, an elite athlete, an amazing slasher, and a very solid catch and shoot, wide open, good shooter. I think LeBron's really good. There's no doubt about it. But at the same time, he's not quite as good as I think you kind of would have hoped he would be. And I think it's fair to put him here number 3. I don't know. That might be a little low, but I don't hate it. Jabari Smith Jr. is who I have at number 2, and that is because of his versatility as an athletic pick and pop 4. Defensively, he's not insane, but he's got pretty good playmaking, amazing shooting with one of the smoothest and easiest releases in the game, in addition to great finishing badges as well. His release is so absolutely bunny. It's just such a smooth, easy release to green, fast, great release. Now, SIGs aren't great on him, and neither, like I said, is the defense. It's not definitely not OP or anything like that. Not insane. But the shooting is there, the finishing is there athletically. Playmaking isn't too bad either. And then defensively, like I said, it could certainly use some work. It doesn't have Challenger Claims Glove at all. The base card, those are badges you want to add. As a base card, honestly, I'm probably gassing it a little bit. I would say Braun is probably 2 and Jabari is 3, but that release does put him as one of the top tier options. So I guess I'll switch those two, at least in terms of their base cards, but that would put Braun at 2 and Jabari at 3. And then finally, number 1 is the Şengün card. I don't think this one is all that debatable. I think Şengün is really good. He's really versatile. 6'11", 7'2" wingspan at power forward with great speed, shooting, dunking, and defense. He's great at everything, and the badges back that up. Great finishing badges, catch and shoot, corner specialist, limitless range, bunch of good gold shooting badges. Playmaking and defensive badges are also absolutely phenomenal, especially for a forward. Not to mention he's got Kobe dribble style, CP escape, Harden behind the back, with John Wall drag back, all really good animations and SIGs with a release on very quick, normal fade, all that type of stuff. Just a really good looking option at the power forward spot is this Şengün card. I do believe he is the best card from today's drop. So that is going to do it for this video. Just to recap real quickly, I think it goes in order from best to worst this time. Şengün, Braun, Jabari Smith, Denny Avdia, Tyrese Maxey at 5, Dean Wade at 6, Nurk at 7, Colin Sexton at 8, and then Josh Hart bringing up the rear as, in my opinion, the worst card from today's drop at number 9. Sorry, Josh, great player in real life, but his cards in 2K generally aren't that good, and that is not untrue for this time as well. So, overall, yeah, It could be worse. I'll say that. It could definitely be better. But hopefully this video gives you all a good picture of the cards that you should be picking up, or the cards you should be using from today's drop, and which ones you should maybe be staying away from. Not a bad drop at all. Bunch of good cards, and hopefully this video did help you all out. If so, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back on more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.